An exciting script was written for this year's Chicago Bulls before the show began. But so far, the main actors haven't been playing their parts. Sluggish defense and a lack of execution down the stretch have left the Bulls with an 0-3 record and Coach Phil Jackson looking for answers. But up in Minnesota, the mood is different. In their second year, the Wolves have established the NBA's second-ranked defense. With their opening night win and sellout crowds for each game, the Wolves are hungry for success. Tonight, it's the Bulls and Timberwolves from Minnesota. Participating advertisers in Bulls basketball are Miller Lite. When it's Miller Lite, less filling really tastes great. Phillips 66, makers of high-quality super clean gasolines. That's powerful stuff. Nike, who reminds you to just do it. True Value. Got a tough job to do? You can do it with True Value hardware stores. American Airlines, something special in the air. Your local Ford dealer. Quality people, quality products. Downtown Minneapolis, the site of the Target Center, the new home of the Minnesota Timberwolves, where the Bulls come looking for that first victory of the new season. Good evening, everyone. Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr, and welcome to Bulls basketball on Channel 9. Last night at Chicago Stadium, right down to the end, the Bulls and Celtics went, and the Bulls did a good job defensively, Reds. They executed beautifully, but still lost the game.
That's right, Jimmy. They kept Bird from the ball. Parrish took a bad shot. It fell in the hands of Brian Shaw. He put it up at the buzzer, and they won. Tonight, they'll have to be ready, Jim, to break this three-game losing streak. Against a Minnesota Timberwolves team, which lost a game last night in Indianapolis, much like the Bulls, when they fell behind and lost it in the fourth quarter. We'll return to Minnesota and have the starting lineups after these messages.
Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A capacity crowd here in Minneapolis, over 18,000. The Target Center seats 18,500. Opening night, though, for Dallas, they had a crowd of over 19,000 here. And included in this capacity crowd tonight, NBA Commissioner David Stern is here. Maybe that will bring some luck to the Bulls, who are still trying to win that first game. Let's take a look at the Chicago lineup tonight. It looks the same. Johnny Reds with Horace Grant opening at that one forward position.
Horace Grant will be wearing those goggles again, Jim. Had a 4-stitch cut over his right eye in last night's game.
And a guy who really came up with a big night offensively last night for the Bulls, Scottie Pippen.
That's right. Scottie was slashing and driving, showing his all-star prowess every year ago. Hope he continues tonight.
When the Celtics were making that run against the Bulls, a guy who kept the Bulls in the ballgame in the fourth quarter with a couple of big offensive rebounds was Bill Cartwright.
Steady at about 7 or 8 rebounds a game. He did a good job yesterday, both he and Will Perdue.
And in the backcourt, John Paxson found his shooting eye last night.
Jimmy, each game he's gotten a little better. Last night he had 13 points and looked outstanding.
And of course, Michael was Michael.
Boy, he certainly was. He did it again, and it's bothering him that the Bulls are losing.
He almost had a triple-double last night. Bill Jackson keeping a steady hand on the keel, even though this club has dropped its first three.
For Minnesota, Jim, they'll go this way. Todd Murphy, he was their leading rebounder in the preseason.
He'll open a one forward spot. There's a familiar name and face to Chicago fans.
That's right, Ty Corbin from DePaul. He was only the original member drafted from the expansion last year.
And in the middle,
oh boy,
Randy Brewer.
7'3". This guy's capable of big scoring. Had 40 points against Golden State last year.
And the leading scorer of the Timberwolves, Tony Campbell.
He was their most valuable player, Jim. He was a steal when he was picked up as a free agent, let go by the Lakers.
And at the other guard spot, a guy who was an outstanding rookie a year ago, Pooh Richardson.
Yeah, UCLA 6'1". He was on the all-rookie team, so a very fine ball club. And, of course, they're coached by a guy who stresses defense, and that's Bill Musselman.
You know the game that I would pay to watch? What's Minnesota and Denver. You would have the two extremes involved in that contest.
Boy, you would.
NBA standings are interesting these days, Johnny Reds. You've got the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers still looking for their first victory.
That's right. Atlanta at the top of the Central with 3-0, and who's in second but Charlotte 2-1. You're right. That's a little bit of a mix-up. You know, you and I talked about it, Jimmy, too. We were just visiting with the commissioner, and he says, you know, Chicago's going to be all right. He says, I know that he's familiar with the first 3 games they played, and he says, I don't see any problems. I said, no, just a free throw here, a hoop there, and they could be 2-1.
That's a good point. And the other thing that maybe has been overlooked, especially the last 2 games, the absence of Cliff Livingston. He is still out with it's an injured wrist, but it was really his thumb that he had pulled back in the Philadelphia game.
Well, and then he sprained it. It wasn't just a bang. And when you got a sprain on top of it, it's so delicate that you try to catch the ball. It's almost like a broken finger. It goes all the way through you. I talked to Jerry Krause. He thought that maybe he might give it a go tonight.
So they have fireworks here in the Target Center,
a la Chicago Stadium.
They turn the lights off here as well, and it takes a little longer here in Minneapolis, we're told, for the lights to build back up to full intensity. In terms of brightness, unlike almost the instantaneous lights in Chicago Stadium.
Jimmy, this team, the Timberwolves, average 95 points a game. If you can average more than 25 a quarter, you can beat this ball club. And 25 is really not a high average in the NBA. So if the Bulls can put a few points on the board, they can go after it. There's the commissioner out at center court.
In the spotlight. And Pooh Richardson, as Johnny mentioned, all rookie member last year.
They're not going to get in the championship rings already, are they? That was a championship introduction here.
Well, you know what they did have last year? Of course, they had the championship in attendance because they played over in the Metrodome.
Yes, I remember that. Remember they had George Mikan down there. Vern Mickelson had some of the great players that were a real power when this team was in here in Minneapolis.
To the 17-31 record in games he started. He was a vital cog in a
Well, since we have a moment, let's get this introduction
Please
here.
join us in congratulating an NBA first team all-rookie selection. The Timberwolves' first ever NBA award winner, Jerome Pooh Richardson.
All-rookie selection for Pooh Richardson. We told you about that. Out of UCLA 6'1", he did a fine job of leading this club, Jim, last year. They're not a deep club. You know, only about 6 or 7. Matter of fact, their top 6 players play about 85% of the minutes. So maybe the Bulls can wear them down. They have a tough time specifically in the last quarter staying with Kane.
Depth is one area where the Bulls have improved this year. So you might be right. That could be the big edge. It's an important game for the Bulls. The officials tonight, Joe Crawford. You're looking at Bruce Alexander, George Tolliver, one of the other officials. Last year, the Bulls won the 2 games played between these 2 teams. They came up here to Minneapolis and played the opening game for the Timberwolves, and the Bulls went away with a 12-point victory. Minnesota comes up for the opening tap this evening. And Pooh Richardson runs the show for them. Paxson guards him. Corbin being guarded by Pippen. Corbin uses the Brewers screen, and Minnesota has the lead. Last night, the Timberwolves broke out to a big first half. In fact, got a 17-point lead at Indianapolis. Corbin almost came up with a steal. Minnesota was up 17 midway in the 3rd at Market Square, but lost the game by 2.
That's right. Both of these teams had a lead in their opponent late.
15 to shoot as the Bulls come in. Cartwright against Brewer. And the game is tied. Bill Cartwright. John Paxson puts pressure on Pooh Richardson. This arena reminds me of the Bradley Center in Milwaukee. Looks like it's twin. Different color scheme, but shot clock is at 5. Tony Campbell. The the ball batted away by Horace Grant. Minnesota keeps it.
They wanted to do something a little different, push the ball up. That didn't look like anything different. They just held it. Tony Campbell got a shot from the outside and fired away. They didn't try to get that penetration at all.
Now Richardson against Paxson.
A lot of perimeter stuff so far.
Brewer comes high to get the pass. And the rebound to Pippen. The Bulls will be moving a little more up-tempo. They go into Horace Grant in a hurry, and with 15 to shoot, Horace gives the Bulls the lead.
See, that's what happens. I don't know if they're that good a defensive team, but they hold the ball for 22 seconds down on this end of the court. That takes a lot off the clock.
Pippen almost coming up with a steal.
Now, Michael couldn't find us over here today for the Dust Show. You and I sitting across from the Bulls bench. He looked around a little bit, but
he got us before the game.
He did. Got a wet willy in my ear.
Shot clock is at 12. And not a lot of movement off the ball. 4 in the shot clock. Corbin around a Murphy screen. And the ball knocked away. The Bulls end up with it.
You know, this is the first time the Bulls play this team. They got him quick last year, Jim, with Randy Brewer. You know, Brewer was with the Milwaukee Bucks. They had played with really a forward playing the center. So we'll see how this big guy affects the Bulls.
Paxson comes up shooting. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It belongs to Minnesota. Timberwolves at 1-2. They won opening night against Dallas. Then they lost at Milwaukee and at Indianapolis. The Bulls with a 4-2 lead. Brewer wide on the floor and off the ball. An offensive foul on Murphy, setting a screen. Todd Murphy with the game's first personal foul.
Offensive foul on number 4 of Todd Murphy. His first personal.
We'll see what the Bulls do this trip. Missed steal Corbin. Nope, did knock it out of bounds. And so now with 20 to shoot, Pippen to throw in.
Ty Corbin, he was so effective with the Phoenix Suns, Jim, in their drive a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Horace Grant missing. Corbin with a rebound. Because there aren't many possessions, unless you as the defensive team really force turnovers, that means that each shot you take is a big one. Because you're not going to get that many shooting opportunities. Jordan knocked it loose, but Murphy comes up with it. Now the Bulls run ahead to Pippen. Scotty trying to save in the corner and does. Pippen off the drive. Hits a difficult shot under pressure, and the Bulls have a 2-point lead. Does Michael touch the ball yet?
No, and you really don't get tired playing against these guys.
Here's Campbell in the post against Jordan, and a foul called on Jordan.
Well, they're trying to isolate now and take Michael one-on-one, and that's what Tony Campbell did. He posted him up. MJ commits his first foul and not a shooting foul, so Corbin will inbound it on the sideline.
8:30 remaining, first quarter. 6-4 Bulls. Campbell and Jordan isolated again. Campbell blows the shot. Jordan the rebound. Paxson is open. So is Pippen. And Randy Brewer, the Minnesota rebound. Lou Richardson. Up court pass knocked out of bounds by Jordan.
Well, they went through Michael twice the last time. Bernard King tried to go through Michael and did very effectively. And then last night we saw the guards try to go at him. So I don't know if they try to get him in foul trouble early or just tire him out a little bit, making him work on defense.
And it's Campbell in the post off the ball. They're looking that way. 10 on the shot clock. Campbell with the outside shot. And Horace Grant the rebound. Paxson comes back for the ball. 7:43 for the quarter. Cartwright wheels on Brewer. And the Bulls have a 4-point lead. Bill Cartwright with 4.
You're right, Michael hasn't touched the ball yet. They've gone right into the pivot. And again, that's the plan, is to try to go Campbell against Jordan one-on-one.
Campbell out high this time. Pooh Richardson.
That's the thing. I don't think
Pippen the rebound. Paxson on a release. Oh, Pax lost the play right under the basket, but it's knocked out of bounds by Minnesota.
I don't think they're that good an outside shooting team, so when he does post up, when Tony Campbell does post up, maybe you want Richardson to take that outside shot a little bit.
Pippen triggers to Grant. Pippen has a Horace Grant screen, and Scottie Pippen's got 4, and the Bulls have a 6-point lead. We'll have a timeout at the next dead ball. Richardson starts it out to the left this time. Screen roll with Campbell. Corbin pops free. And Cartwright with a rebound. Up court, it's Paxson. A lob to Pippen.
Oh, yes!
Scotty takes it home.
Oh, man. I thought that was gone, J.D.
It's an 8-point lead for the Bulls.
He took it off his wrist and rolled that one down in.
Bill Musselman takes time. We've got a timeout here in Minnesota. 6:28 for the opening quarter, and the Bulls looking for that first win. Have an 8-point lead.
Of all the airlines serving Chicago, which one will take Chicago business travelers in and out of O'Hare nearly 900 times today? Which one will fly them to the most destinations worldwide? Which one will take them to Europe with the most non-stops to the most cities? Which airline of all the airlines has grown to become the gateway to the world for Chicago business travelers? American Airlines. We mean business in Chicago.
Well, it all started after my car here began to act up on me. It'd spit and sputter. It was hard to start. A buddy of mine suggested that I fill up with super clean unleaded gasoline from Phillips 66. I did, and it worked. Now it starts right, and it runs right. The problem wasn't my new car. It was my old gasoline.
Good things for cars and the people who drive them.
Well, you want to know how to run a fast break in the NBA? Watch this.
Bill Cartwright, who's done a good job, as you mentioned, rebounding, clears it out, looks one way. The pass isn't there, but he finds Pax down the left side. Johnny looks ahead of him. Oh, here it goes out of the gym. Wrong. Scotty on the reverse slams it in.
It's a 12-4 Bulls lead. The Timberwolves with the ball in play. Already the shot clock at 10.
I don't think they know it.
Ty Corbin pops free. Corbin with 4. Now the Bulls in their half-court offense. It's Jordan against Campbell. Jordan gets doubled. Inside pass punched away. Pippen has it. Grant in the corner, 8 to shoot. Now Pippen. Scotty off the drive. Randy Brewer, the Minnesota rebound. A 6-point lead for the Bulls and 5:35 left to go in the first quarter. Here's Corbin against Pippen. Brewer goes right back in, and a foul on Scottie Pippen with 1 on the shot clock. The Wolves with a new 24 seconds to shoot as Pippen records the second team foul of the Bulls. It's been a long time since I've heard 19,000 fans so quiet.
Yeah. They sit on their hands.
Well, there's not much going on. Ty Corbin on the roll to Brewer. And the rebound to Grant. Scottie Pippen with it. Here's Jordan. Around a Grant pick, Murphy jumps out in the switch. And illegal defense is the call by Bruce Alexander.
Well, Todd Murphy did a good job, Jimmy, getting out on that switch. You know, the guy's 6'10", he's 220, and he's the unheralded player on this team, but he did a nice job that time. And illegal D called.
So the Bulls with a ball in play. Jordan sidesteps Campbell, and a foul on Campbell. But as Michael elected not to shoot, he won't get to the free throw line. Tony Campbell has his first.
Campbell got in foul trouble last night in Indiana.
Reggie Miller last night. So he's had a couple of tough hombres. Here's Horace Grant over Murphy. Cartwright spanks it in off the glass. And the Bulls lead is 14-6. Minnesota with a shot clock down to 10. Brewer.
Didn't know what to do with it, so I'm going to shoot it.
Well, down to shoot, right?
He went to school there in Minnesota. University of Minnesota.
Jordan dumps into Grant. Horace in the post against Murphy. Oh, boy. Couldn't get the shot under pressure. Horace down on the floor, though. He may be injured.
Campbell?
Yep. Two team fouls on the Wolves.
Horace got the ball, went across on Murphy, went to take the shot, went up in the air, and from the back he got hit, sort of undercut from the back. So Grant will shoot 2 free throws, and we hear this is not a test. Do not adjust your television set.
Horace hits the free throw, and Phil Jackson, I think he wants to know why that is going on while the Bulls player is on the foul line.
That's right. That's right. I mean, you know, the fans acting up is one thing,
right,
Jimmy, but the organization putting on a screech.
2 free throws by Horace Grant. The Bulls up 8. That's 16-8, and 3:56 left. First quarter here in the Target Center. Richardson around a Brewer screen. And Corbin's shot blocked by Pippen. Corbin gets it back, running hook. Ball on the floor and out of bounds to the Bulls. After Scottie Pippen made the block, he released. And they almost got hit with a 24-second violation. Michael Jordan plays to Grant. Scottie Pippen with the open shot. Big night so far. Scottie's got 8 working. And the Bulls have opened up a 10-point lead. 3:15 left opening quarter. Richardson around a Campbell screen. Nearly lost it baseline. Drew the foul, though, on Paxson.
Oh, on Pax.
That's his first.
Chicago foul number 5, John Paxson. His first personal.
Saturday night, Bulls home with the Charlotte Hornets. And the first 10,000 fans attending will receive a Chicago Bulls magnet schedule. Compliments of Coca-Cola. To Richardson from Bloomington. His first 2. The Bulls lead is 8. Cartwright against Brewer. Paxson right back into Cartwright. Scottie Pippen open. Pulls up the slack. Good feed to Grant. Nice play. Horace Grant on the reverse.
Boy, that front line has really done some damage, Jim. All the points.
Yep. You take what they give you. That's what they're giving them. There's another foul call.
Oh, the first foul, he got 5. It looked like Paxson might have drawn a little bit.
That foul on Paxson is his second. And a timeout taken. 2:28 remaining first quarter here in Minneapolis. And it's the Bulls up by 10.
You know, I love coming to the park with Air Major. Because there's nothing better than spending a little time with man's 2 best friends. His dog and his beer. Miller Lite, the less filling beer that really tastes great. What's this?
That's mine.
Yeah, doggy.
Miller Lite, where less filling really tastes great.
The Ford F-150. More truck, less money. Ford F-150 has more horsepower than Chevy's, more payload, a cargo box that's almost 7 inches wider than Chevy's, and a proven truck suspension. Chevy's suspension is similar to some passenger cars. You get all these Ford advantages for a lower price. That's right, a lower price. And now your Ford dealer is offering thousands of dollars in savings on F-150. So why settle for less truck when you can buy a Ford F-150 right now and get more truck for less money? Only at your local Ford dealer.
Last year, the Illinois Lottery lengthened Michael Jordan's hang time. This year, we leave it in your hands. The 1991 Michael Jordan flip book date book.
And make sure this is not the only book you pick up. Say yes to graduation.
Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr back in Minnesota. The Bulls have a 20-10 lead. And, John, we talked about taking what the defense gives you. And what they gave the Bulls that time was a run out, allowing Pippen to go inside.
That was great because Corbin committed on the outside, and then Brewer went out to get Scotty. That left Horace open. Good teamwork. Scotty, again, with the penetration. And as I said, 4 by Grant, 8 by Pippen, 6 by Cartwright. Or that's it, 6 by Grant.
B.J. Armstrong is in, replacing Paxson, who has picked up 2 fouls. Armstrong against Richardson. Richardson around the Campbell screen. Here's Corbin in the lane. Tyrone Corbin with a difficult shot. He's got 6. Michael Jordan gives it up to Grant. Jordan with it back, pressured by Campbell. Michael Jordan with his first 2 points tonight. First attempt, right?
Yeah.
22-12. Bulls the lead, Minnesota the ball. Richardson around the Brewer screen. Corbin past Pippen. Cartwright. Outlets to Grant. Horace on the push. And an offensive foul called on Horace Grant. Whenever a big guy goes in semi out of control, he's going to get hit with a foul.
You're right. He got hit with it. I don't know if he really did it because it sure looked like they were going sideways on the play when he picked it up. But you're right. He lost control, and that's enough to signal the official to say, let's get that big guy out.
A minute 20 left to go in the first quarter. Randy Brewer dumps underneath to Campbell. He lost it out of bounds. I'll tell you one thing. Michael Jordan may only have 2 points in the game, but Michael, who was the defensive player of the year a few years ago in the NBA, he's putting on quite a show defensively against Campbell. Jordan around a Cartwright screen. He's got Bill on the rollout. Good play. Yeah. Bill Cartwright with 8. And the Bulls continue to pull away as they lead it by 12.
Jimmy, last night the Bulls only turned Scotty with the steal. The Bulls only turned it over 11 times at 24 for the Celtics. I mean, that is a great ratio.
Yeah, statistically, the Bulls should have won that one. Scotty Pippen's got 10. And the Bulls lead it by 14. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Richardson around a Campbell screen. On the cut, Brewer, no walk. And no basket. Campbell follows it in. First 2 points for Tony Campbell. Shot clock at 20, about 2 difference. Michael Jordan on top of the floor calling a play. 12 to shoot. Pippen again. Horace Grant with the follow.
Yes, Horace.
Job by
yes,
Horace.
sir.
2.6 left. Timberwolves have it in play. And they dribble out the clock. And after 1 quarter here in Minneapolis, it's the Bulls by 14 at 28-14.
Tea's gentle cloud bubbles just for you. Shiny hair shampoo just for you. There's a soft spray of peaches and a soft glow of powder. Just for girls. There's more and more. Petite Nate. For bath time, for fun time. Just for you, it's a dream come true. Petite Nate.
Each product sold separately.
Don't worry, Mom. You'll get there in time. You're driving the Toyota Camry All-Track. It's got all-wheel drive to pull you through. It's got an anti-lock brake system for additional stopping control. The Toyota Camry, you've got the perfect car. And the most trouble-free in its class, 3 years in a row. So don't worry. Be happy you've got a Camry.
I'm happy what you do for me, Toyota.
Working around the house, you can use a couple of sharp helpers, like the Master Mechanic Knife and Scraper Set from True Value Hardware Stores. It includes a retractable utility knife with 2 blades and a razor scraper for removing excess paint or decals. In November, get the Master Mechanic Knife and Scraper Set for just $2.29 while supplies last at participating True Value Hardware Stores and home centers.
This is the Discover Card, and this is $100 million. That's the cashback bonus earned by card members. But if you don't use this, you don't get any of this. It pays to Discover. Most credit cards total your charges and send you a bill. But once a year, the Discover Card totals your charges and sends you something in return. It pays to Discover.
Say, fans, for the best selection of Bulls hats, T-shirts, jackets, and other NBA merchandise, visit the official Bulls team shops at any one of the 18 Chicagoland Carson Peary Scott stores. Well, Tom Kelly, the Twins manager, here watching the game. And the Bulls have Cliff Levingston in the lineup. First time Cliff has played since opening night against the 76ers. He's got that wrist problem. Minnesota's got some changes in their lineup as well. Sam Mitchell guarding Grant. Armstrong now against Richardson, 10 to shoot. Grant goes over the top into Cartwright, and he lost the ball. It's knocked out of bounds by the Wolves. The Bulls have it with 5 on the shot clock.
Big center in there, Felton Spencer from Louisville, Jim. The guy's only played 55 minutes and leads their team in rebounding, and that's
a two-shot.
Mitchell, huh?
Yeah, a 2-shot foul. 2 shots because the ball was not in play.
Now let's see how Cliff's hand is. He's going to go to the line to shoot this, I believe. No, Horace.
Horace Grant, 2 for 2 free throwing in the game. Only 2 free throws the Bulls have attempted. The only 2 free throws in the game.
Jim, the Bulls were 13 out of 20 from the field that first quarter. Pretty good.
As they opened up a 28-14 lead.
This is really not very professional, I'll tell you.
Horace splits it this time. I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, this is the home team doing this, not the home fans.
And now the Bulls with a trap on, but the Wolves beat it with a pass ahead to Campbell. Campbell against Jordan. Tony Campbell going one-on-one with Michael. Richardson around a Campbell screen. Who Richardson delivers on the long-range shot. Now remember, Campbell is playing with 2 fouls. But the Bulls don't seem to be concerned about getting in his third. Armstrong, a pump fake on Mitchell. Shot clock is at 6. Horace Grant has it. Another illegal defense. Corbin was doubling before the pass went into Grant.
It was good because Horace was down low. Cliff Levingston went down low in the pivot also. Cliff sensed that they were running out of time. He cleaned out. He left Horace down low all alone. He spotted it, cleared out. Corbin didn't go with him, and it was a legal D. But that's a very tough way to get.
Yeah, but he wasn't illegal for 2.9.
I mean,
right?
that's no. So Michael makes the tee.
And the Bulls lead by 14. And Levingston to throw in. So the Bulls with a chance at 3 this trip. Maybe 4 with a long one. Here's Jordan against Mitchell. Michael takes him to the hoop. Tough shot on Spencer. And the rebound out of bounds. The Bulls have it. Michael Jordan went right to the basket and then had to deal with the 7-1 Felton Spencer when he got there. And now Jordan leaves. Dennis Hobson comes in. Livingston brings it in play to Hobson. Here's Livingston. Nice shot over Corbin. Cliff Livingston gives the Bulls their biggest lead of the game at 16.
That's what he does well. He posts up. That's why they wanted him. He got the post-up position, banged it in off the glass.
Richardson around the Campbell screen. Corbin from the foul line. And the rebound fight won by Spencer. Tony Campbell.
So the second shot rings true for him. They kept it alive a couple times and hurt the Bulls with it.
A 14-point lead for the Bulls with about 10 minutes left in the half. Horace Grant in the post against Mitchell. Livingston fights Spencer for the rebound and saves it off his leg.
He's got a foul
on Minnesota. It's on Felton Spencer, his first.
Well, Cliff got inside again. The big guy from Louisville, Felton Spencer, on a missed shot here. 7-footer. Cliff wrestled it away and got banged out of bounds.
Right into Spencer. Here's Livingston.
Oh, bingo.
Again, the Bulls up 16.
Well, Michael got 45 in here opening night, and that was the most any opponent scored against their team.
Tony Campbell comes up empty. Horace Grant, boy, he had Hobson on the release. And now Armstrong plays it ahead to Livingston. Right to Hobson. Campbell guarding him. Right wheels on Spencer. Cliff. Boy, he's done a good job since he's come in. Livingston with the offensive rebound, trying to keep it alive, and it finally goes out of bounds to the Bulls with 17 to shoot.
Boy, Cliff has been active since he's been in, hasn't he?
You know how long that play took? Took 7 seconds. There's 17 on the shot clock. From the time the ball came off as a miss until it went out of bounds, 7 seconds.
Hell, he couldn't get it. Get the stick. Get the stick, Cliff. Where is it down there? He's in the trap. Get it. Go get him. Get it back.
Horace Grant left open. Looky there. Horace Grant has 11. And the Bulls lead it by 18. We're inside of 9 minutes for the half. Remember, Minnesota, because they play so slowly, it's difficult for them to come back. Richardson hits the long outside shot.
They're trying that pick and roll, and that's what they're getting off that, the long jumpers by Richardson. You want to get the penetration going to the hole to get the team in foul trouble, but he's hit those shots.
Horace Grant throws over to Armstrong. Good play. B.J. Armstrong puts the Bulls up by 18, and a nice look by Horace Grant. Kept looking for the little guy over his shoulder.
Yep, 18. Michael's got 3. Yeah, I know it.
Good play. Armstrong, the deflection. Hobson loses it, but it's knocked out of bounds by Richardson. Stacey King coming in. Horace Grant going out. Will Perdue in the lineup as well. So the second unit out there completely now. B.J. Armstrong guarded by Richardson. The Bulls with a completely new 5 on the floor. And what Johnny talked about earlier, the lack of depth on this Minnesota club, as you would expect, second-year team. Another play inside to Livingston this time, but Minnesota comes away with a steal. Richardson to Corbin. Mitchell. Sam Mitchell nails it. 38-22 Bulls. Thompson trying to get inside from out front. Got left open. And the rebound to Spencer. Richardson calls a play. The Timberwolves down 16 and 7:20 roughly left to go here in the first half. Minnesota with an opportunity to string a couple of hoops together. Will Perdue makes a good play as he breaks it up on Corbin's drive.
He's able to react from behind on that play. Corbin had everybody beat going to the hoop. He said Pooh Richardson hit 3 jumpers from off that play, but that time tie went all the way.
They come inbounds with 6 to shoot. Campbell against Hobson. And the ball loose. Dug out by Livingston. Armstrong. Oh, man, he missed a lob into Hobson, and now Stacey King trying to finish the play, and he's fouled. Dennis Hobson was ahead of the pack, and B.J. Armstrong evidently didn't see him. Belton Spencer on that foul, his second.
You're right, B.J. got him up in the air, but King came inside. Stacey started last night with a bang, Jimmy. He had 4 free throws right off the go, and then he missed his next 5.
Yep. Finished the game with 10 points. He's still not shooting well from the field coming in tonight. 286.
I'm going to tell you something. This morning with the bus for the shoot-around, they were waiting for Stacey to come down.
He was already
waiting, and they said, well, let's go without him. They went without him, came over here, and he was on the floor working out. And that's a great ethic.
It is. He splits the free throws. The Bulls lead is 17, and 7:03 left to go in the half. Full court press by the Bulls. The Wolves have it in play. Mitchell way in the backcourt. Livingston on him. Spencer delivers up court to Campbell. And Tony Campbell missing. Tip dump Spencer. Belton Spencer on the follow. Armstrong underneath Livingston. Yes. Good play.
He cleared out through. There was nobody there. He just curled on back. Got the nice hook pass from Armstrong.
And the Bulls go up by 17.
They worked that 2-man game over on the side, and this is what they've been getting out of it.
Well, they're hitting the shots, so they're hanging in there. But the Timberwolves aren't getting very good shots offensively, and defensively, they are being toasted. Here's King against Mitchell. Stacey off the turnaround. Richardson has it. Up court, he plays to Mitchell. Mitchell to the hoop. Boy, got fouled, no call. The basket is good. Sam Mitchell with 4. It's a 13-point lead for the Bulls, who take time. 5:49 left in the half. 41-28 the score from Minnesota. We'll be back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the performance team.
There are people out there who need help, but don't have anyone with the right skills and knowledge to turn to for help with their taxes. You or your organization can be there for someone who needs help. Volunteer your time, and the IRS will volunteer the training to help make someone's taxes less taxing.
Top and Miller Lite together for the Recycler Tour. Don't let them pass you by.
Spots is the very best buddy. Spots is ready to play. In Sunday Chicago Tribune, he makes it our favorite day. Spots has games and puzzles, plenty to play and do. So honey, won't you pick up spots for us in the Sunday Chicago Tribune? Comic section, the Sunday Chicago Tribune.
Safe hands on Wednesday, the 28th of November. The Bulls and Bullets in the stadium, and the first 10,000 fans receive a Bulls Fun Book. Compliments of the Chicago Tribune. The Bulls have led by as many as 18, and right now they are up by 13. They've done it scoring on the inside, as you see. They've outscored Minnesota 35-10. Their shot selection has been much better. There's another one on the inside. Stacey King with a layup and the foul. He'll shoot for a 3-point play.
Didn't think they saw him, but Armstrong, as it broke down, Stacey waved his arm going down the middle. He was wide open, and then a bullet pass followed. When they get it down to King, he lays it up and draws the foul.
Todd Murphy on the foul, his second. While we have a moment, get well wishes to Marianne Jasinski, recovering from a broken pelvis at Hinsdale Hospital. Her grandson Gary is here at the game. Stacey King.
5
makes good on the three-point play, and the Bulls lead is 16. 5:41 left in the half. Minnesota trying to get it in play against pressure. Tony Campbell in the backcourt. Now they get it to Richardson. This is clear out. Let me have B.J. Armstrong. Sam Mitchell against Livingston. Mitchell all the way to the hoop. Livingston, a good block from behind. Some recovery by Cliff. Yes. Looked like he was beaten, and he recovered to make the block from behind. Stacey King looks inside again. 12 to shoot. Screen roll, Armstrong. Purdue lost it. Trying to reclaim. And he and Livingston fight for the ball, and it's traveling. Randy Brewer coming back in for the Timberwolves.
So now they go really big up front. Look at this. Brewer had 15 points and 12 rebounds last night. Brewer comes back in, and Felton, so they got a 7'4", 7-foot power and center.
Timeout. Bill Musselman takes time. 4:54 left in the half. It's the Bulls up 16, 44-28.
Before this, you never heard of cold filtered. Before this, you never heard of genuine draft taste in a bottle. Now hear this. Get out of the old, get into the cold.
Cold filtered taste what it's all about. Never heat pasteurized, so the rich, smooth taste don't cook out. For those who discover its real draft taste, the world can be a very cool place.
Get out of the old, get into the cold. Miller Genuine Draft.
If you're serious about trucks, get serious about Ford Ranger, because Ford Ranger offers you a proven truck suspension. It also offers you more horsepower, more torque, and more cargo space than even Chevy, all for a lower price. And now get up to $1,500 cash back. $1,500 cash back. You can own a new 1991 Ford Ranger XLT for only $7,608, and that's before you make your best deal. So see your Ford dealer today.
A performance story from Phillips 66. Subject, gasoline. Weather is constantly changing. From region to region, throughout the year. That's why at Phillips, we adjust our gasoline to change with it, so that your car will perform well, no matter what kind of weather's up ahead. Phillips 66. You'll find performance in everything we do.
A 16-point lead for the Bulls, and a guy who's been missing the last two games, Cliff Livingston. Boy, John, we didn't realize how much the Bulls really missed him, but he's done a good job in there tonight.
He has, Jimmy. He's got 6 points. He's been extremely active. He's got his hand on a lot of these situations here. To drive down the middle by Mitchell, he came up with the from the back to block the ball and get it and trigger out a fast break.
Now the Bulls have Pippen and Jordan back in the lineup, joining Armstrong, King, and Purdue. Scotty steals on the inbounds pass. So the Bulls coming up with a steal right away. Pippen against Mitchell. Armstrong dumps into Purdue. Spencer on him. He blocks the shot of Will Purdue. Will Richardson. He's got it stuck on automatic tonight. 10 points for Richardson. A 14-point lead for the Bulls. Michael Jordan sidesteps Campbell. Dumps into Purdue. Nice play as Purdue gets the shot down against Brewer.
Michael not really looking for it, just taking again what they give him. Found the open man.
Sam Mitchell around the Brewer screen. Richardson, 10 to shoot. Shoots the pass inside to Spencer. And Spencer follows his miss.
Well, they did the unpardonable sin of not blocking the big man off. They get him to take an outside shot. Not a good one.
Stacey King against Brewer. Spencer claims the rebound. One of the few times you see Minnesota in a hurry, and now they slow it down. Here's Campbell. And B.J. Armstrong with it. So the Bulls, the ball up 14. Armstrong and King play catch. King over Brewer. Stacey King with his second hoop. He's got 6. 48-32. Inside of 3 minutes for the half. At the half, a special halftime feature.
Whoa, man,
courtesy of NBA Entertainment.
They're going to give that to Will.
Will Perdue gets in with that
If you got
foul.
that one, Skip, bring that one back. Will got clouded right in the neck.
King leaves as Horace Grant comes in.
Oh, man.
But the road club did not get that call. The special halftime feature has to do with on the road in the NBA. Here's Tony Campbell firing. Horace Grant the rebound. Flip out to Armstrong. B.J. finds Pippen. Scotty backs it out to get some space. Now into Perdue. Perdue against Brewer. 3-second call against the Bulls.
Nothing coming fluid for Will. I mean, he's trying to force a few things.
What's on tap? Winning on the road, or the lack thereof. And the news break, first half highlights. So far it's been all Bulls. They lead it by 16 and 2:13 remaining in the half. Sam Mitchell, force-up shot, rebound knocked around. Perdue claims it. Long down court pass stolen by Campbell. Ahead to Mitchell. Randy Brewer. It's a 14-point lead. Michael Jordan on the move at the foul line. A good play into Horace Grant. Horace missed a little chip shot, and on the rebound, Spencer knocks down Grant. No foul, simply out of bounds to the Bulls. Bill Cartwright back in. Pippen a lob into Jordan. Got an offensive foul call on Michael Jordan. That's his second. So with 1:45 left in the half, Minnesota the ball down 14. So both Jordan and Campbell with 2 fouls. Campbell's played every minute so far.
You can play really at this pace. Instead, you don't really get tired.
Right. Richardson working around the Campbell screen.
He's 6 out of 7. He's 6 out of 7 now.
The Bulls' lead is 12. Horace Grant wheels out of the low post, and Cartwright fires. Long rebound to Grant. B.J. Armstrong spots up. Rebound fight loose. Grant digs it out. Shoots under pressure. Count it, and a foul called. Horace Grant saves the day.
So the varsity comes through. That front line really went after it. Cartwright missed a shot. B.J. missed a shot. They went up strong. The rebound. Bill got a finger on it. Then here comes Horace. He takes the shot. Draws the foul. Was that on Campbell? Or was
I thought it was on Randy Brewer.
Yeah.
So Horace Grant with 13 first half points.
Whoops, Michael was in there again.
After 14. Yeah, in case he missed. Michael was there to make sure it went back in. Bulls with a trap on, a 20-second timeout taken by the Timberwolves. Now remember, they've lost 6 seconds on the 10-second count. And they're still way in the backcourt. 51-36 score. The Bulls the lead. They've been in front by as many as 18.
Phil said, I think it should be back further, but he's talking it over now with Joey Crawford, and Joey said, no, it'll be foul line extended.
A reminder, kids, to visit the Bulls team shops at any Chicagoland Carson Perry Scott store and sign up for your chance to be a Bulls ball person for a game. Jerry Burns, the coach of the Vikings here. So Tom Kelly of the Twins is here. Jerry Burns of the Vikings. All the Minnesota clubs represented. except the North Stars. A throw ahead to Campbell.
Well, they broke it pretty good.
Yeah, they did. Shot clock at 10. Campbell, 2 to shoot. Mitchell under pressure. Boy, they're hitting some difficult shots, but it's keeping the Wolves fairly close. 40 seconds left. The Bulls the ball up 13. Michael Jordan on the move against Spencer. On the reverse. Something special in the air. Michael Jordan has the Bulls up 15.
2 out of 3. He's only taken 3 shots.
Shot clock at 14, about 6 difference. And Richardson, who likes to start things on the left-hand side of the front court, works around the Campbell screen. Man, he is 7 of 8. Boo Richardson with 14 points. His high in the first 3 games is 17. Jordan the dish for Cartwright. Yeah, super play by Michael Jordan. Bill Cartwright with 10. 1.5 left in the half. It's been all Bulls. And Randy Brewer's 80-footer is a little short. We are at halftime here in Minnesota, and it's the Bulls in front by 15. 55-40 is the halftime score.
New friends, new sights, new things to do, and a whole new outlook on the world. Being a Youth for Understanding high school exchange student is the best.
Call 1-800-TEENAGE for your ticket to the world.
I love Toyota sports performance cars, like this Corolla SR5. Some call it a pocket rocket. I call it fast. The Toyota Celica comes with more power and more performance, and a pretty low price. From 0 to 60, Toyota's 2-seater passes by Porsche with a full second to spare. And the Toyota Supra, uncompromised, luxurious, world-class. Face it, nobody beats what your Toyota dealer has in store for you. And tell them Mike sent you, but hurry.
Oh, Rick Reed's having a tremendous
Wait a
game.
minute, Rick Reed?
Isn't that Bob's son?
Didn't Bob move to Arlington Heights? He's probably glued to the set right now. Let's call him.
1 to 1, we're still connected.
Hello, is this the Bob Reed whose son is twice the athlete his old man ever was? Who is this, Larry? Curtin John. How you doing?
You can pick up where you left off just by picking up the phone.
We're watching the game. Where'd your boy learn all those moves anyway?
I taught him everything he knows.
It's a good thing he never listened.
Just because we're all connected.
We're here with Gerald Wilkins and Super Dave Osborne to compare the Nike Air Flight Lite with the Super Dave Slam Dunk Catapult.
Good luck, Harold.
That's Gerald.
And this whole thing is covered with genuine Saskatchewan salmon skin for real safety.
The Air Flight Lite is the lightest Nike basketball shoe on earth.
Excuse me, mine's got Kelman circuitry. It's been patented, so don't try to knock it off.
This is the lightest Nike basketball shoe on earth.
Let's check it out. Fantastic! I mean...
This beauty's gonna stop halfway and then launch me 37 feet in the air. Here we go. We're stopping. No, we're not. I think I broke my face.
Well, of course you did.
Help me.
You decide, the lightest Nike basketball shoe on earth or a broken face.
Help me, Harold.
That's Gerald.
Oh, that hurts.
Both clubs on the floor here at halftime. The Bulls enjoying a 15-point lead. 55-40 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And when we take a look at the halftime statistics, we'll see that the Bulls really dominated play in just about all facets. And John, when we look at highlights, the thing we're going to see, I think, is the Bulls offensively very aggressive and attacking the basket.
Right, Jim. They started to take just what the defense would allow, and this club, I don't think, is that good a defensive team. What they do to keep the scores down is hold the ball offensively. Here we'll take a look at a highlight. Bill Cartwright took the ball against Randy Brewer, threw it cross court to Pippen. Pippen drew Corbin out, went around him. Now Richardson has to come in. Brewer comes in. He hands it to his teammate Scotty. Scotty comes with a reverse layup. A nice job of taking what they give you. And Michael came down, drew all kinds of people, said, I can't have it on this side. I'll take it with the left on the reverse. Nice. He knows that glass so well. A salute by Joey Crawford. Says you did good, my boy.
And the Bulls shot 57% in the first half. Minnesota 47%. The Timberwolves have yet to get to the foul line. They've stayed perimeter with their offense. The Bulls are 7 of 9. And the Bulls have out-rebounded Minnesota 20-14. Turnovers 6 apiece. And as we said, inside is where the Bulls have been doing the damage. And they've outscored Minnesota 46-22 on the inside.
You're right. They haven't got to the free throw line. Pooh Richardson is 7 out of 8, and all of his shots are from 19, 20 feet out, Jim. That's what you really want, and it's hard to believe that he can continue to shoot like that, but that's where you'd like those shots to come from.
So we're ready to go with second half action. Pooh Richardson with those 14 points. You talked about his 7 for 8. 3 Chicago players in double figures.
The front line played well, and then Cliff Livingston came off the bench to do an outstanding job. He was 3 for 3, Jimmy. He had 4 rebounds. He had a block shot, so it's good to see Cliff back. He only played 7 minutes.
John Paxson, who was scoreless in the first half, starts the offensive play for the Bulls. Jordan guarded by Campbell. Michael takes the outside shot. Horace Grant deflects the rebound. Jordan a pickup. Scottie Pippen around Brewer. He walked. I thought Brewer hit the ball.
Yeah, he tapped it. How can you walk?
Bruce Alexander doesn't want to hear it. Let's have a look on the replay.
If Scottie does it, Brewer comes down. Yeah, he got a piece of it.
Yep.
Well, after further review, the play stands. He'll be as popular as Ditka found their replay guy last Sunday. Yep. He said,
Oliver is going to overrule.
Yeah. Okay.
Now the Bulls will get the ball.
Let's see what happens. That's the right play.
I think you need to stand corrected after further review. The Bulls get the ball. What they'll do is have a jump, right? Well, we'll find out in a moment what they have in mind. The Bulls want to announce that you fans can win a trip for 2 to see the 1991 NBA All-Star Game by predicting the starting lineups. Send your lineups in a postcard to Miller Genuine Draft All-Star Voting Sweepstakes. Box 332, Milwaukee. 53201 is the zip code.
If you're joining us late, the game is just starting.
And the Timberwolves come up with it.
Well, they decided that they never announced anything, which I think they might want to let the people know, but we know what it was.
It's Ty Corbin delivering to Richardson. They go looking for Campbell down low and come back out to Corbin instead. Jordan fronting Campbell, 4 to shoot. Richardson under pressure of Paxson. Man,
he jumped right in Pax's chest.
He's 8 for 9. Yeah. Boy, his shots get tougher all the time, and still they go in. Horace Grant against Murphy. They've seen 2 great shooting performances back-to-back. Michael Jordan against Campbell. And a reach-in foul on Campbell. That's his 3rd. The other great shooting performance that we saw. The other great shooting performance that we saw was last night, Larry Bird. You expect that from Larry Bird.
He came out in the second half, Jim, hit all 7 of the shots he took. Even when he doesn't have the ball, you got to go with him.
Long outside jumper by Michael Jordan comes up short. Minnesota the ball down 13. Jordan had a hand on the outlet pass, but couldn't quite finish it off. Richardson against Paxson. Richardson can really feel it. He's looking for his shot. Now Campbell with 4 to shoot. Only Campbell has 6 points in the contest. The Bulls lead is 11 with 10-12 left to go in the 3rd. John Paxson spots up.
Bulls not as sharp as they were to start the game, Jim. The ball not moving crisply.
But they get another crack at it here thanks to Pippen's offensive rebound. And Scottie turns it in and draws the foul on Corbin.
You know, I talked about Pooh Richardson jumping in Pack's chest. When Pax did a good job. He stood, held his ground. Now he's down, and Richardson jumps right in there.
He still hits it.
Makes the shot, yes. Striving now to the free throw line. He has not been there.
8 for 10 on the young season. That's the first point for the Bulls in the second half, and the lead is 12. Brewer claims the rebound. Richardson calls the play. And what's the
Tony, fourth.
Yep, Tony Campbell came over to set the pick.
Now he still hasn't gone to his bench. Tony Campbell has played all the minutes so far.
As has Richardson. Their guard line played every minute in the first half. The Bulls the ball up 12. 9.5 minutes left in the third. There's Jordan.
Whoa! Randy Brewer didn't know where that ball went.
Oh, the Bulls were looking for number 5 on Campbell. They went right into Michael. And boy, Michael went at the basket and Howell. Here's Pippen. Scotty on the pickoff. Richardson comes up from behind to make the steal. Good play. And now the Timberwolves coming back. Ty Corbin. Michael Jordan the pickoff on the rebound. Up court it's Paxson. Pax around a Grant screen. Horace Grant with Brewer on him. Pippen the offensive rebound. And the Bulls again with another opportunity here. Felton Spencer will be coming in for Minnesota. Bill Musselman has seen enough defensive rebounds get away from his club here in the third. Cartwright. Corbin the rebound. Richardson in traffic. You have to go out and get him. Murphy. Richardson. 9 for 10. A new season high, 18 points. Pooh Richardson keeping Minnesota in the game. Michael Jordan puts the Bulls up by 14. He's got 9. It's Richardson shooting on the season.
Well, I'll find out.
I guarantee it's not 90%. Richardson gets down the lane, delivers it off to Brewer. Now Murphy. Boy, maybe you do have to go guard him. Todd Murphy with 4. 60-48 Bulls. Jordan guarded by Campbell. Pippen dumps into Cartwright. Cartwright doubled, shoots it on Brewer. Left it a little short. And a jump ball called. Good hustle by Horace Grant. Michael Jordan going after that 5th foul we said on Tony Campbell. Well, he got around Campbell, and then did he deliver it at Howe against Brewer?
I'll tell you what, he's shooting 60% coming in 9 for 15. Now he's 18 for 25.
Bulls controlling the tip. Scottie Pippen on the drive. Off to Cartwright. Bill Cartwright has 12, and the Bulls have a 14-point lead. Richardson starts it into Campbell. Tony Campbell over Jordan. Tony Campbell with 8. Bill Musselman gambling that Campbell won't pick up his 5th foul. Scottie Pippen from 20 feet. Long rebound. Cartwright has it. Now Jordan. Off to Cartwright on a rollout. Knocked loose. Ball squirts out to Richardson. Richardson against Paxson. Rebound Brewer. Foul on Jordan. That's his 3rd. Minnesota takes time with 6:38 left in the 3rd. The Bulls lead is 12, 62-50.
Lincoln, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're looking for an executive position. Yeah, but what about the college?
Well, I've done a lot of reading and studying. Sort of on my own.
I know you're a smart guy. You know you're a smart guy. You ain't going nowhere without that sheepskin, fella.
Discover CLEP, the college-level examination program. CLEP tests can earn you college credit for what you know.
You're not really what we call executive material. We'll call if you get something.
Ask about CLEP at your local college or job. Make learning pay.
Cold filtered, never heat pasteurized.
What happened? The car just kind of...
Ask him. Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
In the Friday section of the Chicago Tribune, your ticket to the music scene and the movie screen. It's got the hottest music news and reviews. And the best in movies, too, with Kerr and Siskel and our teen movie panel. Nobody covers your movie screen better than Take Two. Get it in the Friday section of the Chicago Tribune. It's your ticket to the music scene and the movie screen. For home delivery, call 1-800-TRIBUNE.
Say, kids, if you're 14 and under, join the Bulls Birthday Club. You can do it by stopping at any one of the Chicagoland Loves Yogurt shops and fill out an entry form. Celebrate your birthday with the Bulls and Loves Yogurt. Pooh Richardson having a career night, 9 for 11 from the field. He has the inbounds pass. The Bulls lead is 12 and 6:30 left in the third. Tony Campbell against Jordan. Campbell gets doubled and Ty Corbin has it. Now Richardson. Campbell open. Horace Grant the rebound. Up court it's Paxson. Ahead to Pippen. Scotty had released on the play, but they didn't see him initially. The Bulls get into the half-court offense. Michael dumps into Pippen. Scotty on the move across the lane. Knocked loose. Stolen by Richardson. Here's Corbin blowing in from the left. Nice play. It's a 10-point game. Ty Corbin with 8. One of the few times the Timberwolves look to score quickly. Inside pass to Jordan. Stolen by Corbin. And then Michael knocks it loose. The ball's still up for grabs. Spencer hands to Richardson. Richardson on the move. Checked by Paxson. Campbell guarded by Pippen this trip. Campbell against the double team. Slips through. It's an 8-point game. The Bulls who led by 18 at one time in the first half. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Now the crowd making some noise in the Target Center. Paxson trying to get free, shoots a tough shot right in Richardson's face. First 2 points for John Paxson tonight.
Richardson knows how to feel. They want to go in. Tony wants that ball. Campbell wants it. Richardson goes to the other side there.
Richardson with 10 on the shot clock. Campbell comes out on the floor to get it. 5 to shoot against Jordan.
Michael fouled him and he made the shot.
Yep.
That's 4 on Jordan. He was going to go up to beat the clock. Really not a good shot. Campbell is an explosive scorer. He works hard to get the ball. He gets it outside. Looked like Michael wanted to let him take that shot. Up he goes. And they will be to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
And they're shooting 1,000. 13 points for Campbell, 9 in the third. The Bulls lead is 7. Pippen gives to Jordan. Jordan on the move. Knocked out of bounds by Minnesota. 10 on the shot clock.
Tony Campbell, 4 fouls, working hard. Getting some good help, though, from Ty Corbin over there.
10 to shoot. Pippen from long range. Scottie Pippen with his first field goal in the second half. He's got 13. And the Bulls lead is 9. The Bulls in need of a defensive stop. Minnesota shooting the ball extremely well here in the second half. Campbell against Pippen. Richardson, Corbin. Richardson against Paxson. 3 on the clock. Richardson's leaping leaner. Pippen the rebound. Who Richardson finally missing one. Horace Grant throws over to Cartwright against Spencer. Cartwright backs in, doubled up. Pippen has it. Jordan finds Paxson. And Pax finds the hoop. Pax with 4. The Bulls back to an 11-point lead. Sam Mitchell getting ready to come on for Minnesota. Richardson around the Campbell screen. Todd Murphy.
It's free. They give him 3 on that.
7 points for Murphy. And the Bulls lead is 8. Scottie Pippen on the cut. Michael Jordan open. Rebound Murphy. Stumbles out with it. A hoop here makes it a 6-point game. Campbell doubled up out to Richardson. Horace Grant had it, lost it. Minnesota with a ball and 2:30 left to go.
That breaks his streak for Richardson. He had it stuck on automatic, giving it 9 in a row.
Timeout taken. The Bulls lead down to 8 with 2:30 left in the third.
I've set the time machine ahead 40 years. Cold filtered, never heat pasteurized Miller Genuine Draft.
Don't worry, Judy. I'm sure the future will be a very cool place.
For those who discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place. It works.
The all-new 1991 Ford Escort. It's the only American-made car in its class. Averaging 41 miles per gallon, the new Escort is a leader in fuel efficiency. And right now, your Ford dealer will give you a $500 cash bonus on every new 1991 Ford Escort. $500 that you can even use as your down payment. Escort prices start at only $69.76. So if you're looking for a new car, get the American-made high-mileage Ford Escort and get a $500 cash bonus only at your local Ford dealer.
I've always thought that putting down one piece of road was pretty much the same as any other. Then I found out that underneath all this asphalt, these guys are laying down this special fabric from Phillips 66. It's called Petromat. Now, they say it'll not only make this piece of road last longer, it'll also make it safer. If Phillips 66 puts that much into a road, think how much they put into their gasolines.
Good things for cars and the people who drive them.
Saturday night, the Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets in Chicago Stadium. The first 10,000 fans receive a Bulls magnet schedule. Compliments of Coca-Cola. The Minnesota Timberwolves getting back into the game, and so is this crowd of almost 19,000 in the Target Center.
Well, they've run out here 20-13 in this quarter to cut that big deficit.
Mitchell, who's on, will make the inbounds pass. The Bulls, as you see, cold from the field here in the third. 6 of 13. Celtic Spencer handles, and now Richardson with it. Richardson and Campbell have played every minute for Minnesota. Here's Campbell against Pippen. Tony Campbell, 15 points, 11 of them in the third quarter. Michael Jordan out of the game. Now Livingston in the lineup. Livingston, Pippen, Grant, Cartwright, and Paxson. Pippen with 10 to shoot. Squirts one off. Rebound on the floor. Cartwright knocks it out of bounds. Minnesota with a ball and a chance to cut it to 4.
Doesn't look like Detroit came in here.
Yep, one-on-one, Campbell against Pippen. Spencer's follow. Felton Spencer cuts it to 4 at 68-64. 1:24 left to go in the third quarter. Horace Grant against Murphy. Mitchell the rebound, and the Bulls are still cold. Those were the shots that were dropping early. Tony Campbell from the outside.
Tony Campbell is, well, now he missed that last one, but he's 6 out of his last 8.
17 points in the game, 13 in the third. The Bulls lead, which was 18, is now 2 and 50 seconds left. And a foul called here as Pippen and Cartwright were working a screen.
Mitchell?
Or Spencer. It is Mitchell. That's his second. First in the last 2 minutes against Minnesota, and the Bulls have it in play. Nursing a 2-point lead. Scottie Pippen. Screen roll with Cartwright. Pippen can't get free. Pax. Rebound, Minnesota. Minnesota looking to tie. Shot clock at 13. Campbell's drive. Good. And a foul call.
Tony Campbell, beautiful play out of the corner. They went to the man they needed. He put him right back in the game. Some people say this is not a one-man team game, but it looks like they've been able to do it here in this quarter. And Tony Campbell has led him back, and now a chance to take the lead. The Bulls had a 15-point lead at halftime, 55-40.
That foul was on Livingston.
Campbell's the only guy that's been to the free throw line.
They call it on Cartwright? Who's that foul? I thought he called it on Livingston. Campbell hits his free throw. 20 points for him. He has scored more points in this quarter than the Bulls have. And Minnesota has taken the lead. No shot clock, 7 seconds. B.J. Armstrong trying to get free. Foul called on Richardson. That's his first, and B.J. Armstrong shoots 2 with 4/10 of a second left.
Well, the Bulls have a chance to regain the lead here, but not only their pride, their defense, and team morale all have been wounded in this quarter.
Now, 29-13, they've been outscored. B.J. Armstrong, 7 straight free throws on the season. Makes it 8 in a row, and the game is tied at 69. The Bulls back in front by 1. And the third quarter is history. Minnesota back in the contest. 70-69, the score after 3 here in Minneapolis. The Bulls season ticket sales are capped at 13,000. You can add your name to the waiting list and tickets become available by calling the Bulls at 312-943-5800. Fourth quarter begins. Minnesota in possession, and the Bulls leading by 1. Michael Jordan back into the game. Richardson against Armstrong. Campbell, double team. Richardson to Mitchell. Mitchell launches a 3. And the rebound, Armstrong digs it out. Good hustle by B.J. Armstrong. Armstrong left open, and the Bulls go up by 3. B.J. Armstrong with the 6 points, the last 4 for the Bulls.
We've been watching a Michael Jordan show, Minneapolis style. Tony Campbell, little one-on-one. Now he takes Michael down in the lane.
Bulls double on Campbell to take it out of his hands. Richardson, Murphy, into Grant, 4 on the clock. Here's Spencer. Felton Spencer. 8 points for him. That's more than he's ever scored in an NBA game. Of course, he's only played in 3 prior to tonight. A 1-point Chicago lead. B.J. Armstrong turns the corner and gets snuffed right at the basket. A foul called, and Armstrong to shoot 2.
Big guy ran right into Felton Spencer. And what B.J. is doing a little bit better this year, Jim, is when he penetrates, he's not releasing the ball as he comes down the lane. He's holding and getting a little body contact. So B.J. with the last 4 points for the Bulls. 2 free throws at the end of the quarter to put him back in front and a long jumper.
Well, he's got quite a free throw string going, 10 in a row this season. Cleveland up 15 in the 4th against Charlotte. Dallas going for the upset at Philadelphia tonight. And Denver going for the upset at San Antonio in the second quarter. B.J. Armstrong with 8. The Bulls lead is 3. 10:40 left. Richardson against Armstrong, 1-on-1. Backs his way to the foul line, takes it out with 10 to shoot. And now Campbell gives it up. Outside shot by Mitchell. Rimming, no. Rebound, Spencer, and a foul on Livingston. Felton Spencer shoots 2.
Well, I thought that ball hung up there. That shot was missed. It just hung up there, and that big old Spencer came, took it away, and Phil says he came over the top. It just boom, boom. Michael went up for it, and as he got it over Michael, reaching in, Cliff Livingston drew the foul.
Felton Spencer with 9.
As I mentioned, he's only played average 19 minutes a game for him. He's their leading rebounder, and he is going to be a force for this club.
He's in double figures for the first time in his young big league career. The Bulls lead is 1. Armstrong is fouled as he tries to penetrate the right baseline. Pooh Richardson with his second.
An equal opportunity offense here. 11 shots for Grant, 13 for Pippen, 10 for Cartwright. MJ has 9.
Here's Stacey King against Spencer. Nice move by King.
Yeah. He had the torture chamber going that trip, and he did.
8 points for Stacey King. The Bulls back to a 3-point lead. Richardson runs the show for the Wolves. Here's Campbell. Mitchell. Open shot for Murphy. Rebound, loose ball foul on Minnesota.
Mitchell, maybe? No, the big guy.
Felton Spencer. I have him with 4.
Yeah, twice they've missed shots out of the corner, and they've had a real good opportunity getting the ball back. That ball hangs up there when they shoot. Doesn't come down like a quick rebound.
That's 14 fouls. That's 3 team fouls on the Wolves. Bulls with a ball up 3. Armstrong pops free. Boy, B.J. Armstrong having a great 4th quarter. 10 points for him and 6 here in the 4th. The Bulls have stepped back to a 5-point lead with 9:09 remaining. Shot clock at 9. Mitchell against King. Mitchell's follow and a foul called. 2 shots for Mitchell.
Is it Jordan?
I don't know. Nope. Stacey King was at first.
Again, they come back missing the shot. Mercer College, 6'7", 210. He's done a real good job.
That's his first point of the second half. He's got 7 in the contest. Yeah, he hasn't been shooting very well from the field. Scott Brooks coming in for the first time tonight. Scott Brooks, the 5'11" guard, replacing Richardson, former 76er.
He needs a little rest here, Richardson, and Brooks can hit it. If they double team Tony Campbell, Brooks can hit that outside shot.
That's right. Mitchell drills both free throws. The Bulls lead is 3. B.J. Armstrong against Brooks. Livingston wide on the floor, pressured by Mitchell. Jordan in the corner against Campbell. Uses the king pick. Michael to the hoop. What a tough shot by Jordan. No foul called. He's got 11, and the Bulls lead by 5. See if they do that when they double on him. They come back to Brooks, but he gives it up. And now Mitchell off the drive. Ball punched in the air. B.J. Armstrong has it. Slows it down, drops it for Jordan. Michael spins in, back out to Armstrong. B.J. now wide open. Oh, yeah, Livingston.
Big
Cliff
time.
Livingston with 6, and the Bulls are up by 7. 8 minutes remaining. And Bill Musselman takes time. Timeout, Minnesota, 7:59 for the game. 82-75 Chicago. We'll return to Minneapolis in a moment.
Social Security is up and running when you are. If you need information or service, call early. Weekday mornings between 7 and 9. 1-800-2345-SSA.
Before this, you never heard of cold filter. Before this, you never heard of genuine draft taste in a bottle. Now hear this. Get out of the old, get into the cold.
Cold filter taste what it's all about. Never heat pasteurized. So the rich, smooth taste don't cook out. For those who discover its real draft taste, the world can be a very cool place.
Get out of the old, get into the cold. Miller Genuine Draft.
When you talk most valuable player, you gotta include the Toyota Camry. After all, it's Toyota's best-selling car, and no surprise there. Consumers Digest has consistently rated the Toyota Camry a best buy. Maybe because the Camry is ranked the most trouble-free car in its class. I like that. Plus, your Toyota dealer is doing what he can to make the Camry an even better value. You simply can't beat what your Toyota dealer has in store for you. Tell him Mike sent you.
$19,006 the attendance tonight. Scott Williams coming into the game for the Bulls. Cliff Livingston just put the Bulls up by 7. Strong move to the offensive board.
One of the only shots the Bulls missed in his quarter, and Cliff cleaned it up.
Minnesota with the ball in play. Brooks. Ty Corbin against Livingston. Corbin all the way to the hoop. Over the head flip shot, and Corbin with 10. On the inbounds, a foul on Scott Brooks.
Okay, now that's what, 14 fouls. Boy, Corbin just went right through the lane. You'd think that the Bulls might be packing it in a little bit in there, but came through it over his head.
So the Bulls the ball, a 5-point lead, 7:35 for the game. Jordan around a king pick. Armstrong left open. B.J. is stepping up in a big way. He's got 12, 8 here in the 4th.
No hesitation either. I mean, he's got it, he takes it. If not, he takes a little bit of a slack up.
Another 7-point lead for the Bulls. Brooks trying to get free. Corbin had it stolen by Livingston, and then a foul on Spencer. And Livingston shoots 2. They did not put that last basket up on the scoreboard here. Scoreboard is showing 82-77, and the correct score is 84-77. And Phil Jackson went over to point that out to them. You got 5 fouls on Felton Spencer?
I got 5 on Spencer.
Cliff Livingston.
Cliff Livingston shoots 1 plus 2 shots for Chicago.
Livingston, one more shot here. 84-77 Bulls with 7:04 remaining.
He's had a tough time at the line. Of course, that hand doesn't help me. He's shooting left-handed in practice.
0 for 2. Spencer clears to Brooks. Armstrong guarding Brooks. Corbin comes outside against Livingston. Corbin around a Spencer screen. 6 on the shot clock. Corbin spins in. Campbell from outside. And Williams knocks it away. Armstrong saves. Good play by Scott Williams. B.J. Armstrong getting the Bulls into their offense. Jordan against Campbell. Livingston with 10 to shoot. King turns it in. Armstrong 8 on the clock. Jordan against Campbell, 4 on the clock. Here's Michael Jordan left to the lane. Underhand flip rolls off, but Livingston's there for the follow. It won't go. Ball on the floor. Williams trying to save. Campbell digs it out. Minnesota back in transition. Now they'll come at the Bulls with their half-court offense. That's isolation time. Campbell in on Jordan. Offensive
yes,
foul
sir.
on Tony Campbell.
Yes,
That's
sir.
his 5th. Michael Jordan wouldn't give him an inch.
Musselman doesn't believe it in the bench, but he had his mind made up to take everything, went to the middle and barreled down the chest of Jordan. Boom, he jumped in.
Good call. Timeout taken. Minnesota taking time. What's the call here?
Make a lot of substitutions coming in, and Joey Crawford says, hey, no. Let me get this thing straight.
Cartwright is in. And Pippen and Grant are in. B.J. Armstrong stays. And Pooh Richardson back in for Minnesota. Cartwright with the ball. Hands to Jordan on the come around. Long outside jumper. Book it. Michael Jordan with 13, and the Bulls lead is 9 with 5:37 left. Pooh Richardson backing in on Armstrong. Shot clock at 10.
Go get him, B.J.
Campbell double in the corner. Richardson trying to get Campbell open. Tony Campbell.
He's got a good reload, Jim. Great wrist on his shot.
22 points for him.
Oh, man.
Here's Jordan on the drive. Through traffic. Michael gets fouled. He'll shoot 2. Felton Spencer is just fouled out of the game. 5:08 remaining. And so the rookie center fouls out.
Who do they come with, Brewer? They come a little smaller man. Mitchell or Brewer? Who will it be? Musselman looks it over, and it'll be Sam Mitchell. Michael drives the lane, gets up, hesitates, throws it up, takes the bump. Armstrong and Pippen get called over now by Phil Jackson. Michael steps to the line. Guess his only other shot there has been a technical at illegal defense in the first quarter.
Michael with 14 points in the game after that free throw. Last year, Michael averaged 36.5 points per contest against the Timberwolves in the 2 games played.
He had 45 and 26.
Splits them here. The Bulls lead is 8. 5 minutes remaining. Richardson around the Campbell screen. Armstrong slides through.
He's going to take it, you know.
Campbell on the drive, runs into Pippen. Cartwright the rebound. 4:45 left. This is a big trip for the Bulls. If they can score and push it back to Dubs. Jordan against Campbell. Jordan draws the double team, lobs for Cartwright. 7 to shoot. Into Jordan, tipped away.
Look it up, Bill.
2 on the clock. Bill's force-up shot. And Campbell has the rebound with 4:20 remaining. 87-79.
Clock never moves in this league.
No. And not many points go on the scoreboard either. Campbell on the drive and a foul on Jordan. That's his 5th.
I thought BJ reached him, but they gave it to MJ, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, his 5th.
Minnesota the ball with 4:09 left. The Bulls in need of a defensive stop.
A heads-up play. Well, Scotty's going to take him out.
Campbell has it, gets doubled up by Armstrong and Pippen. Jordan rotates over, so now he has no angle for a pass. Good play by Jordan. He forced that turnover. Michael in on Murphy. Hello. Jordan's got 16. The Bulls lead by 10.
That would have been a great time for the timeout. You've got to remember that. Take the timeout. Keep the ball.
Richardson running the show. Corbin around the Murphy screen. Murphy spots up. Oh, he's a good shooter. I'm sorry. I didn't think he could shoot that well. He's got good range. 9 points for him in the game. 89-81 Bulls. 3:20 left. Horace Grant turns it in. It's open for a moment. Passed up the shot. Pippen will take it. Cartwright the rebound. Scottie Pippen off to Grant. Horace gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Good offensive rebounding by the Bulls. They tied the man up. Michael just went out to play the outlet pass, and as it went down the lane, stolen by Horace, Michael spotted that, and he was ahead of the field. Now Todd Murphy comes in, takes one look and says, I'm out of here.
A wise decision. Horace Grant had all 14 points in the first half, so he is still scoreless in the second half. 89-81 Bulls, 3:09 remaining.
This is a tough time to make the free throws or shoot them, and you've got to be able to step up and can them.
That puts the Bulls up 9. Lou Richardson. Corbin against Jordan. Shot clock at 10. Minnesota using up valuable time, and now the pass loose. Saved by Mitchell. 2 on the clock. Here's Mitchell down the lane. Rebound tipped away. Michael Jordan ahead to Armstrong. He's got Pippen up the floor. Scottie Pippen missed the layup, and the rebound taken out of there by Richardson. Lou Richardson in the corner. It's Campbell.
For 2.
Tony Campbell with 24. The Bulls lead is 7. And 2:20 left to go. Miss steal Campbell. Jordan to Armstrong. Open shot for Cartwright. Horace Grant the rebound, and now the Bulls will wind a little clock.
Oh boy.
They've got it in the spread with 2:06 left.
Bill had the good shot too. That's a nice one for him. Closing in 2 minutes.
14 to shoot. Horace Grant rolling inside, scores on Murphy. Horace Grant puts the Bulls up by 9 with 1:55 remaining. Well, we could have a pair of 1-3 teams after this game. And the Bulls would halt their 3-game losing streak and give the Timberwolves a 3-game losing streak. Corbin.
What?
Illegal
defense.
Yes.
Score the hoop.
Score
Okay.
the goal for Corbin. On the illegal defense, no free throws. Bulls.
But everybody stopped playing.
Right. That's correct. See, the basket supersedes his call, so there is no dead ball. And
well, when you hear the whistle blow, you stop. You don't stop for horns. You hear the whistle blow, you turn around, the man goes to the hoop. But you're right, you continue on if they do score off it.
92-85 Bulls, minute 39 remaining. Armstrong in the front court. And a foul on Corbin. That's his second. And now a timeout taken. Pippen will be on the free throw line when we return. It is 92-85 Chicago. We'll be back in a moment.
A smile, a wink, a conversation. Hello, I'm Robert Young. For most of us, these are simple pleasures. But myasthenia gravis can change that. Untreated, this disease weakens muscles, making life difficult, even dangerous if breathing is impaired. So take the warning signs seriously. If you have weakness that comes and goes, especially blurring vision, heavy eyelids, or slurred speech, see your doctor and bring MG under control.
Come on and take your hat off, Mr. Tall, Blonde, and Smooth. Come on and slide on down. It's time to make your move. Mr. Golden Boy, you turn my head around. Pouring on the chalk, come on and slide down over here. Bartender, buy that man a Miller beer.
The Chicago Tribune is building on a tradition with the freshest and most complete picture of Chicagoland's real estate marketplace. In addition to Sunday's real estate section, Saturday's Home Guide offers the best in new home construction and developments. And on Fridays, to top it off, Your Place covers the existing home market, rentals, home improvement, and much more. All of it delivered to you in the Chicago Tribune. the one real source for real estate.
On Friday, November 30th, the Indiana Pacers are in the stadium. 7:30 game. First 10,000 people receive a mug celebrating the Bulls' 25th anniversary. Compliments from our friends at Miller Genuine Draft. Well, Todd Murphy's hit some big shots here in the second half. He's also made a couple of good defensive plays.
Scotty just got it under too far and got hung up in the air. Not with a good jump, but Murphy with a nice block. So Pippen shoots 2 free throws here as Ty Corbin came out and fouled him on an inbound pass.
Scotty is 1 for 3 from the foul line. 1 minute and 35 seconds left. And the Bulls haven't quite put this one in the left-hand column yet. And they're close, though. And Horace Grant picks off the rebound. Good play. Now the Bulls can wind a little clock.
They got to keep it in BJ and Michael if they're going to come out and foul.
Jordan, Grant against Mitchell. Jordan guarded by Campbell. Some play there. Rebound tipped away. Jordan has it. The Bulls trying to lock it up with 1:12 left. They still lead by 7. Grant turns out, takes it in on Murphy. 12 to shoot. Armstrong back into Grant, knocked loose. Minnesota to steal. The Bulls did wind about 40 seconds off the clock, however. 52 seconds left. Richardson.
They may have to go deep.
Corbin. Nice scoop by Ty Corbin. The Bulls lead is 5 with 43.9 remaining.
They got to take the foul. Get it up now.
Minnesota puts on the press, and you're right. Murphy takes the foul, his third.
Ball in the right guy's hands. You can't daydream in a game like this. You're 0-3. You got to put it in Scotty's hands now. Scotty's missed his last 3 free throws.
And there's 1 out of 4 in the game.
Scotty has improved his free throw shooting, but you know they've got to take the foul.
39.8 left. It is 92-87. Pippen has now missed 3 in a row here. 4 overall. And his last 3 in the last few seconds. (93-87). Timeout, Minnesota. 39.8 left. We'll come back and wrap this one up in regulation, hopefully, in a moment.
Uh-oh. What's wrong? There's just 1 minute made left. I'll play you for it. Yo, great game.
Yeah. Yeah. I got thirsty just watching you guys.
Minute Maid Orange, the orange, the official soft drink of the NBA.
It's a special season, the silver season. And after 25 years, Johnny Red Kerr remembers the first season.
It was really something when the Bulls came in because they were recognized right away with 2 All-Stars, Guy Rogers and Jerry Sloan. This was a graveyard for professional basketball, but not after that first year.
Friday, November 30th, it's Miller Genuine Draft 25th Anniversary Mug Night, plus the Bulls and Pacers. For tickets, call 312-902-1919.
I sure didn't think I'd still be here 25 years later.
A performance story from Phillips 66. Subject, the environment. The fragile, the beautiful, the irreplaceable. How do we help ensure they'll remain part of our environment? Example, this water treatment system made with a Phillips plastic that helps keep our rivers clean, clear, and alive. Phillips 66. You'll find performance in everything we do.
The Bulls trying to hang on for their first victory. Leading by 6 with 39.8 left. Scottie Pippen finally made 1 free throw there.
They've done a good job on the boards, Jim. They've out-rebounded them 40-29, and they've had 19 to 10 on the offensive glass.
In at one stretch with 1:40 left where they got 3 offensive rebounds. Richardson against pressure. Murphy against Grant. Richardson, they're trying to get free for 3. Richardson pulls up the slack instead. Can't get the 2, but it's spanked in by Murphy. Murphy has 11. 93-89 with 28.9 left. Jordan has it, throws ahead to Armstrong. They're chasing Armstrong. Michael Jordan out front. 20 seconds left. Jordan against Corbin. He's got to foul him. He's trying to, and they won't call it. 10 seconds. Pippen with 8 on the shot clock. Jordan has it, and a foul called on Corbin with 10.9 left.
I'll tell you what the Bulls did extremely well is get the ball back on offensive rebounds, Jim, in this quarter. And also, Tony Campbell has got 4 points in this quarter. Lou Richardson has got 0 in this quarter.
And they carried him prior to that. They had 38 points between them coming into this
Maybe
quarter.
that was a Bulls strategy. Let's tire those guys out in the third quarter by letting them score. MJ to the line. He missed his last free throw. It's only been there a couple of times. And 1, as I mentioned, by way of a technical foul. Whoa. Oh, boy. Let's get some good shooters to the line.
Bill Musselman wants a timeout after this second free throw, as you can see. 10.9 remaining. Yeah, it's a 5-point game. Minnesota takes the time. And we also will take a time. 94-89 Bulls.
Could that be? It's Coach Thompson and my mom with today's word. Today's word is stupid. Ooh, stupid. What's stupid? Not listening to Coach Thompson is stupid. Not listening to your mom.
Place needs to be straightened up. Something's going to have to be done.
Dropping out of school is stupid. Don't be stupid. Stay in school.
Yeah. And another thing.
And always listen to your mom.
Instead of making commercials, you need to develop a hook shop.
Here are 10 good reasons for you to shop at True Value hardware stores. If you come up with any others, we'll be here to help. You can do it with True Value hardware stores.
The all-new 1991 Ford Escort. It's the only American-made car in its class. Averaging 41 miles per gallon, the new Escort is a leader in fuel efficiency. And right now, your Ford dealer will give you a $500 cash bonus on every new 1991 Ford Escort. $500 that you can even use as your down payment. Escort prices start at only $69.76. So if you're looking for a new car, get the American-made high-mileage Ford Escort and get a $500 cash bonus only at your local Ford dealer.
Minnesota needs a 3. They've got Brooks in the game, and he loses the ball. Armstrong has it, and a foul called with 5.9 left, and that ought to do it for the Bulls. Scott Brooks on the foul.
They brought Brooks in to shoot the 3. They needed one. He got the ball, but was covered out in the corner, and the ball slipped out of his hand. They're only 2 for 10 from that area, not a real threat. So BJ comes down to try to put the icing on here with 5.9. I mentioned the Bulls must average 25 points a quarter to win this. Well, they didn't. They got 15 in that third quarter, but it looks like they may have enough here if they can get these 2 free throws to put 96 up there and win it.
There's 95, and B.J. Armstrong, John, what a lift he gave this club in the second half.
That's right, Jimmy. They made 17 and missed 11 free throws. B.J. has been perfect.
He's 12 in a row to start the season. 13 straight. Brooks hustles into the front court. Open shot for Campbell. Count it. 1/10 of a second left, and the Bulls have their first victory of the 1990-91 season. It comes on the road here in the Target Center in Minneapolis. As the Bulls lead it pretty much wire to wire, the Wolves did rally in the third and took a brief 1-point lead, but the Bulls walk off a 5-point winner. 96-91 our final. We'll recap in a moment.
Tickets Please remember to drive home safely.
19,006 filing out of the Target Center after the Bulls win their first of the year. The Phillips 66, powerful stuff. Well, it was in evidence tonight. And in the first half, it was in evidence with Scottie Pippen going strong to the hoop. Want to remind you that the next telecast on Channel 9 1 week from Saturday, the Bulls at Seattle, 9 o'clock Chicago time. From Minneapolis, for Johnny Kerr, this is Jim Durham saying good night